Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plummy or Paige, whichever you prefer to call me, and in this video I'm gonna be continuing my reactions to the Transformers Armada series with episode 3 Base and episode 4 Comrade. And actually I just want to mention episode 4 Comrade is actually gonna be the first episode ever that I saw, like the DVD discs. Remember those discs that I showed you in the last episode? The first of those discs is disc 2, which apparently has episodes 4, 5 and 6, and episode 4 Comrade was the first ever episode that I saw, so I'm gonna be really nostalgic about that one. I can't wait to check it out. But yeah, episode 3 I guess is gonna be kind of the third part of the first 3 episodes, because it has been kind of a 3-parter, it feels like, even though it has different names. And I gotta say, it's so weird for these episodes to have such simple names, like it's just one word name. It's a bit weird. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into episode 3 Base in 3, 2, 1.
Here's what happened on the last Transformers Armada.
Leave these kids out of our battle, Megatron, or face my wrath.
Oh, you dare to threaten me, Optimus Prime? I welcome your wrath, because it pales in comparison to what I have in store for you. I intend to crush
Okay, the art style is a bit cheap in this
your
one.
little friends.
Why don't you take your little toys back home, Megatron?
Let the games begin!
It doesn't even itch. Try harder.
Oh no, he's hit!
You okay, sir?
Time to finish him off again!
Don't just stand around, do something.
Care to surrender, my friend?
And miss all this fun?
I see you still have a sense of humor.
I love their personalities. They're so fun.
You're right.
I really don't get. I don't really understand exactly how the minicons work. Why do the minicons give them more power? Why don't the Transformers have the power to begin with? I like the idea of that though, but it's a bit confusing.
Now I shall lead the Decepticons to victory, and the planet Cybertron will be all mine! It's time to turn it up.
Jesus Christ. He got drunk with power and he fell over. The personalities are so fun. I love it. In comparison to the movies, like these personalities are so much more interesting. I don't understand why we haven't gotten a Transformers movie that is a Transformers movie. As much as I like Sam Witwicky and he's fun, like Shia LaBeouf, he's fun, and I like that first movie.
Out of my way.
An actual Transformers movie would be so good.
Time to settle this once and for all, Megatron.
Wait, there's a minicon.
Hotshot, transform!
Oh, so that's how he gets it.
Red alert, transform!
Oh, did they get 2?
Time to take matters into my own hands.
I love that teleportation thing. When I was little, I didn't realize why they did it. Now it makes sense. It's kind of a cheap and easy way to do it. To do a cool teleportation effect. But yeah, I like it.
Oh, I do love surprises.
The Earthlings have uncovered more minicons, sir.
Yes. Excellent news, Cyclonus.
Oh, I knew you'd be pleased.
Oh, trust me, I'm very pleased. Come on, boys, we've got work to do.
Damn, I just realized how fucking huge is Megatron.
Allow my men to introduce themselves.
My name is Red Alert.
And you can
Also,
call me
he is Red
Hotshot,
Alert. I
because
wasn't
that's
sure
what
how
I
it was
am.
going to be in
I don't take
English,
any
because in my
prisoners.
language
Oh,
he's
man,
called
you guys are
Treboga.
wicked cool
which
especially the way you
literally translates to
like
Red
that.
Alert, but
Way
I wasn't sure
cooler
if
than
that
those
was
other dudes.
going to be his
So
name.
what's the deal with the minicons? When Megatron hooked one on, it seemed he became more powerful.
Precisely. The Minicons are the pawns in our battle. Whoever possesses them has the upper hand and is sure to go on to victory.
The Decepticons want to use the minicons to gain power, right? Isn't that what you want too?
Yes, but we treat the Minicons as equals, see?
Well, whatever he said, it sure looks like those little guys aren't afraid of you.
To the Decepticons, they are nothing but slaves.
Hey, we were just joking. We're like the Three Musketeers, girl.
All for one, and one for all.
Right, then count me in.
Jesus.
Sorry, I just wanted to slap fists with you.
Hotshot!
Oh, that's nice.
You know, I could learn to like this Earth custom.
Dude, I just hope they don't hurt each other.
Oh, that's nice. That's so
Men,
wholesome.
All for one and one for all.
Militia said that he was your right-hand man. I lost it, Megatron, because we all know that I'm next in line.
Enough of your petty bickering!
I was just...
Did I not make myself clear the first time? For us to
These
win
guys
this
act
war,
like
we
fucking
must
petty
each
children.
supplement our power with a mini-con. So
I gotta say,
far,
I don't
we did
remember
not get captured
not the
your foe.
Shredder. Megatron being so
Without
huge.
their power, we will be deadlocked in battle with the Autobots forever. So
I feel
we
like he's
must
bigger
search
than
out
I
all
remember.
mini-cons.
Okay. This series is more interconnected from episode to episode than I thought. Because apparently, the minicon that, or the thing that caused the alarm to happen right now, the minicon that woke up, is the minicon that we see in the fourth episode, which is the next episode, which is the first episode that I ever saw. So that's interesting. It's genuinely more interconnected than I thought, because I expected maybe the first episode to be introductory one, but we kind of got into the second episode right after, and then the second episode kind of ended on a cliffhanger, so I thought this episode was going to be the end of the three-parter, although it's not really a three-parter. It is if you look at the story, but it doesn't really look like a three-parter. But apparently it's not even a three-parter, it's a four-parter, or I don't know. I guess it's more interconnected than I thought. But yeah, this was a fun episode. Definitely my favorite moment is the fist bumping. That was really fun, and seeing the minicons and the Autobots learn that custom and do it. That was really wholesome. I really like that. That's by far my favorite episode, my favorite moment from this episode. But yeah, I don't think this one was that interesting so far. Out of the 3 episodes, I think the first one was the best. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much was the best part of the episode, I guess. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a lot. Although the parts which we saw the school kind of came off as fillers, so I don't really care about those parts. But I guess it's necessary to kind of move the plot with like Billy and his friend a little more, because I know they're gonna join Rat, Carlos, and Alexis eventually. I even know the episode. It's one of my favorite ones actually. But yeah, I just don't really give a shit about what's happening with them, although that moment in which they went to the cave was kind of interesting. But yeah, by far my favorite moment is the fist bumping why do I keep saying episode? First fist bumping moment. So yeah, let's get into the next episode, episode 4, which, as I said, is going to be the first, is actually the first episode that I ever saw, so I'm going to be super nostalgic about that one. Although, there's the fact that I watched it in my mother language, so it might not necessarily translate the nostalgia, but I guess we'll see. So let's get into it. In 3, 2, 1. Transformers.
Optimus, I'm picking up a signal from a minicon. I'm having a tough time determining its exact location. I think someone could be interfering with its signal. It keeps fading in and out.
Yeah.
Can't leave without us.
You kids better suit up then, okay?
Also, there's something weird about specifically this scene that is kind of made me feel weird when I was a child.
Hey, check me out.
I think that what might have been one of the first time I ever kind of felt that I was transgender, by the way, if you didn't know. It was one of the first times that I kind of, I guess, felt it.
Everything checks out, Optimus. We're ready to roll.
Wow, how cool.
Hey, hold on, you guys.
So, what's the problem?
My suit itches too, but you'll get used to it.
No, that's not it. It's just that, yeah, like Highwire says, Big Canyon is at least 100 miles away, and
You're gonna
it'll take us a while to
teleport.
get there.
Then we
There,
shouldn't
there are
waste any more time
there are
standing here
aliens from a
talking.
different
the
planet, and they're
Decepticons
clearly
probably
more
picked up that
advanced.
Minicon
They
signal
somehow
too.
got from that planet to Earth.
Aren't you guys
What
at
did you
all
think that they
curious how
would
we're gonna get
have
from here to there in such a
teleport?
short-
I really like this warp jump. It's really cool in my opinion. I prefer this kind of teleporting compared to the Decepticons ones. It's cooler, it's weirder, it's more interesting.
Engage the warp drive.
I love it.
Forgive me, Megatron.
These petty fights must end right now.
Well, the next Minicon is not gonna go
Jealousies
to
aside,
Starscream, it's gonna be the one after
it is
that.
our destiny to take control of the Minicons and bring the
I wonder,
Autobots
can
to
you
their
get
knees.
literally
We
any
are Decepticons.
Minicon? Or does it have to be a specific one tailored for you? Because the one they always get seems to be kind of tailored for the Transformer
Only way out here.
that ends up using it. I don't know.
All right, now we're really moving red alert. Man, I love off-roading. It's the best.
Hey, don't forget we're on a mission here. We have to find that Minicon.
Yeah, I know, but we can still have a little fun along the way, can't we?
Ooh.
Whoa! Oh, good one.
Not too rough for you, I hope.
Don't worry, dude. I can handle it.
A little bumpy.
My teeth are rattling so much they're gonna bounce right out of my head.
Stop talking or else you'll bite your tongue.
Ow, I just did.
What's the problem? I haven't even taken it out of first gear yet.
You mean you can go faster?
I'd feel a whole lot safer on my
I
BMX.
can't find the brake pedal.
You mean there's no way to stop?
I mean, he's an Autobot. I'm pretty sure he can control himself and how fast he's gonna go without like the devices you usually see in a car.
It's somewhere out there. And the sooner we find it, the better.
Transform!
Does it hurt when you do that?
Don't worry, Carlos. I am mechanical, so I do not feel the sensation of pain as you know it.
You still feel pain though, right?
Sorry, your question is not relevant to our mission.
Hotshot, turn on your locator and see if that Minicon is anywhere around here.
Can you give me the coordinates again?
Oh, yeah. Wait, Laserbeak here will be able to help you with that. Thanks for the hot tip.
Don't worry. We're gonna find that Minicon before they do anyway. If we don't run out of gas first.
That's not possible, Alexis. I run on fuel cells and I've got a backup in the trunk.
That's good, because I'd sure hate to get stuck out
Ah,
here
that's
in the
weird.
desert.
In my
Laserbeak's
language,
got something in his sights.
he doesn't say that he runs on gas cells. He says that he just has more gas in the
What?
Stop
in
now.
the
Stop right now.
what was the word for the
There's some
back
kind
of the
pedal in
of the
that
car?
box face.
In the trunk. He has more
That
gas in
means
the
it can only
trunk.
be one thing. A
Minicon.
Minicon. Ah, this is more like it. You see, Hotshot, if you want to open it up on a road like this, then go ahead. I'm all for it. Hey!
Dad!
It's the Decepticons. They found us.
Transform! Yeah! Sis, I thought you said not to show them you're afraid.
I can't help it!
Time for some evasive maneuvers.
Okay, sometimes the human characters are actually pretty funny too.
Best I can.
Well, hurry!
Oh, I love the sound effect. It's literally.
Oh no! Highwire, Sure Shot, Grinder, move out!
Why did you just leave the little robots out there?
Those missiles are getting kind of close.
And again,
Hotshot.
I don't understand why are these three able to do the thing that they're gonna do in this episode. You know what I'm talking about, probably. Come on, you've probably watched these series now that you're watching the reactions. Are they just like the Star Blaster, I think it was, or the Star Sword? I don't know what were the names in English, but like the sword, the shield, and the blaster. It's just instead of them turning into a weapon like that, they just turn into a huge robot. And I keep saying robot, it's robot. I guess my accent is still pretty strong. That was pretty cool when I was little.
You won't get away from me that easily.
That was a little too close for
Sit
comfort.
tight. Reinforcements will be here soon.
Transform!
Demise. Megatron!
If you're all that stands between me and that minicon, then I'll have to ask
Man,
you
the
to
80s created some really cool cartoons.
Forget it, Megatron. I won't let you have this.
I think the 80s created some of the most iconic cartoons like TMNT,
What to do?
Thundercats, Transformers.
All the minicons.
This is such a creative idea if you ask me.
That's what you think.
Hang on. Nice try.
How is Carlos not dead from that? That must have hurt. I know he has belts on, but still. Oh, I remember this.
Oh no! I'm boxed in!
Can't you transform?
Wait here! I'm going for help! Oh no!
No, stop!
High wire!
Oh, that scream was really cool. Okay, how are these three able to do this?
Did you see that, Raph?
They combined!
Can all minicons do that?
You fool, Starscream!
He's still very tiny though.
Face.
Huh? Optimus! Optimus!
A minicon!
Wait, now that I think about it, how long ago were the minicons sent to Earth? Because we saw Primates, so that will be prehistory. So for how long has been the war between the Decepticons and the Autobots been going on? Because they sent it a long time ago and now they came. So how old are all of them? Jesus.
All right!
This is your fault, Starscream.
Thank you for your help, Leader One. I could not have beat them without you. And welcome to the team.
Great, we did it! We got the mini.
He looks a little bit like Nano from
Carlos,
TMNT.
huh? If you're not too busy, Hotshot could use a hand. He seems to be stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Nice. Why couldn't he just transform and get out of the
Carlos and
way?
I all agree-
I love Megatron's voice. It's so cunning and calm. It's so weird because the my language's voice actor was frequently actually pretty angry. So it's weird seeing listening to him be so calm and collected. Like, it's kind of terrifying if you ask me. But yeah, this episode, I don't know, it's weird. I feel like just because I've watched it before, because I'm expecting to be super nostalgic about it, and I was pretty nostalgic, in a certain way, it doesn't feel like it lives up to the expectations that I have for it. I had the same problem with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, actually. Some of the best episodes, which I've loved for years, didn't really feel as good as I remember them in a certain way. Like, I still enjoyed quite a lot of this episode, and mainly in the first part, but in a certain way, it didn't really live up to the nostalgia I had for it. I don't know. So, I'm not exactly sure how to feel about this episode, because it was fun. I enjoyed it, and especially because I've seen it before, I enjoyed it, but yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell whether it was a good episode or not. But yeah, I think I can't even say which is my favorite moment, because I have seen it before, obviously, as I said. If I put that into consideration, my favorite moment would probably be the moment in which they warp to the Grand Canyon, because that left a huge impact when I was a child. Or the moment in which the humans get their clothes, that also left a huge impact to my brain when I was a child, and led to some really weird dreams, that's for sure. I don't even remember some of them, I just remember having weird dreams. Other than that, I guess if I look at the episode overall, the coolest moment would be when the three minicons combine together, because that's a really cool thing, and it continues through the whole series, obviously. But I don't understand why those three can do that, but not other three. The only other minicons that can combine each other are the sword, the 3 that make the sword, the 3 that make the shield, and the 3 that make the blaster. And yeah, I can't wait to get to that, because that has some of the coolest and most interesting character developments or moments in general. And I don't want to spoil if you haven't watched it, but you probably already have, so yeah. I don't know if I rated the last episode when I was talking about it, so if not, I'm gonna rate it now. I think it's an 8.2 out of 10. This one, because of the nostalgia, I'm gonna give it an 8.4 out of 10. But yeah, overall, these are enjoyable episodes, but nothing really major has happened. It's the early part of the series, it's gonna be weird, it's not gonna be necessarily interesting, but I enjoy it. I can't wait to get to the more cooler parts, which from the discs, it was disc 5, I think, disc 7, and especially disc 12. Like, it has my favorite moment of the series. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the list description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do end up enjoying my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar, where you can pledge your support and help keep the channel going. Help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the list description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad, where I post my stories. Because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do end up enjoying my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar, where you can pledge your support and help keep the channel going. It helps support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with are gonna go towards my transition. Because if you're new to the channel and just haven't noticed, I'm actually transgender, but haven't been able to transition already because of 2 things. I live in a transphobic country and can't afford it. So if you could help me out with any of those things, that would be greatly appreciated. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!